How's everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody can hear me. So I'm saying good morning to a Neilk, a Wikipedia snippet, Tranimaze in my chat this morning again. I have a Sir Wolfie, Adjacent Braziel, an Olenska, Satan and Satire, and a Minty Fox. So how are you guys doing this morning? Yes, alright, cool. So that has been permanently fixed. That's good to know. Alright, let's see if my good old Nightbot is working, or if he's on strike this morning. Oop, and there's my fuckwad. Hey, how you guys doing this morning? So, a lot of things have been happening. I've heard for the first time yesterday, because I'm post Gamergate, so please excuse my ignorance, about this red pill black person, otherwise known as Candace Owens. Apparently she had a website that doxed people. Doxing is not cool. Now she's trying to say that she is a conservative, but people aren't trusting her, and I can pretty much understand why people aren't trusting her, because once you try and crowdfund something that most people consider a doxing website, you can't exactly expect to be trusted for anything, actually. So, there is that. My 2 cents on the matter is I'm going to keep watching the videos. Good morning. We have a Wren? Did I miss a Wren? I don't know. I don't see her in the chat. She may pop in a little bit later. Excuse me. So, I'm just going to keep watching. Yep, doxing is illegal. I have all my stuff out there because of my business and stuff like that. So, doxing to me, I pretty much doxed myself a long time ago. It doesn't really matter to me. Satan and Satire. I've known about Social Autopsy for a while now, but I didn't realize that Well Pill Black was the same person from those videos a while back. Ah, okay, so you're just now making that connection. Morning, Wren! How are you? Yep, I'm having problems breathing this morning. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Let me get my weekday off of here. And let's see. Let's get into this, shall we? Okay, we're going to start out with the weather.
Oh, good morning, rise and shine, and happy Wednesday, halfway through the week. Meteorologist Joe Hansel with a check of your national forecast. A quick look at across the nation. Denver, not too bad, 80 degrees, a lot of sunshine, mild in Dallas, 77. Chicago, a cool and cloudy day near 49, fall-like weather for you. But in Los Angeles, for Game 2 of the Astros and Dodgers in L.A., it should easily get near 100 degrees or so again this afternoon. Absolutely sweltering underneath an excessive heat warning. First pitch, thankfully, at 7:09, down near 80 degrees. Still shorts and t-shirts weather for first pitch near 7. 74 degrees by 10 o'clock tonight. There's that excessive heat warning near LA, much of Southern California. Elsewhere across the nation, watching for freeze and frost issues in the Great Plains. Portions of Chicago all the way south to Nashville, red flag warnings for that wildfire threat out west. And also a winter storm watch for now in areas of Fargo to Grand Forks Thursday and Friday. And I say for now because there's some pretty close to blizzard conditions potentially returning with those strong winds. Thursday into Friday as another cold trough swings on in after the first one, kind of like a little bit like a fidget spinner over areas of the northern U.S. Now, in terms of rain, amounts in the deep south, Ohio, Tennessee, river valleys, upper Midwest. But, of course, that snowfall forecast is starting to light up a little bit. Portions of North, South Dakota, Minnesota. At least a few inches of snow is certainly within the realm of possibility. Waking up Friday morning. In terms of thunderstorms, no risk of severe weather today, but a few rumbles near Boston, portions of the Atlantic coastline and areas in New England today, and also eastern Maine tomorrow. And then Friday, ahead of a cold front, drawing in some moisture from the Gulf. From Houston to about Louisville, possibilities of thunderstorms. There's still that risk of heavy rain out there in areas of New England today, but as we get into tonight, we'll watch for that chance of snow showers, basically Thursday night actually into Friday morning, portions of North Dakota and Minnesota. Tomorrow, Minneapolis, cool day, high near 55.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Corva Coleman. Senate Republicans have narrowly overturned a financial rule and stopped consumers from using class action lawsuits against banks and credit card companies in disputes. NPR's Giles Snyder reports Vice President Mike Pence had to cast the tie-breaking vote.
On this vote, the yeas are 50, the nays are 50. The Senate being equally divided, the Vice President votes in the affirmative, and the joint resolution is passed.
Vice President Pence, acting in his capacity as Senate President to break a tie vote. The House-passed resolution now goes to President Trump. Pence helped Republicans repeal a rule by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. The rule banned financial companies from including mandatory arbitration clauses found in any checking account and credit card agreements. Democrats decried the rollback of the rule as a victory for Wall Street because it takes away the right to join a class action lawsuit to resolve disputes. Giles Snyder, NPR News, Washington.
The Senate has also passed a disaster relief package and sent it on to President Trump. It's worth more than $36 billion and will help Puerto Rico and wildfire victims in California. The Associated Press estimates that during this year's hurricane season, Congress has allocated more than $50 billion in disaster aid. After a series of legal battles, a 17-year-old teen in the U.S. illegally who's been seeking an abortion may be allowed to move forward with the procedure today. As NPR's Sarah McCammon reports, a federal appeals court has told the Trump administration it can no longer block her from getting the procedure.
U.S. Health and Human Services officials have refused to allow the young woman to leave the facility in Texas where she's being held in order to get an abortion. But the new ruling orders the Trump administration to allow her to go. American Civil Liberties Union attorney Bridget Amiri says advocates are working to help her get the procedure as soon as possible.
The federal government has blocked her ability to get an abortion by essentially holding her hostage. She has been pushed almost 4 weeks later into her pregnancy as a result of the government's actions.
Okay, so that's our NPR and our weather. Sorry for the micro echoes. Am I echoing now, or is everything all right now? Let me turn me back on so you can see me flip-flopping everywhere. Okay, now you should be able to see me blinking. Ronan is here with me this morning because he's off for the next couple of days. Yep, Oreo. We have a casual Callie in the chat now. Good morning, Callie. How are you? And I saw my Seamus who popped in, and Thorn inside. Good morning, guys. Just when I play audio. Okay. Yeah, I have to like screen record or download the audio stuff, but we're still working on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. I may have to get some help with that. I have techies in my server that can help me. As far as the last story that was read by the NPR, I don't believe that we should pay for an abortion for an illegal alien, in my particular opinion, and neither does Ronan. Why should we foot the bill? That person isn't legal.
Well, here's the thing. It's not just whether or not they're legal or illegal and everything. It's the fact that they're going to be doing it most likely on a taxpayer's bill, and you're basically telling people that pay into taxes that are pro-life that they have to fund an abortion. And there's where the big argument comes up. That's just a multitude of things. Yeah. Whether or not you're going to do it or not, it's your body, it's your life, it's your conscience. I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't do it on my dime.
Good morning, Malachite. How are ya? Yep, Flake drops out. That's kind of funny, but that's our story right now.
Who?
Flake. He's actually a senator in Arizona. So, yeah. There's that. And all of a sudden, this thing disappeared. There we go. Brought it back. All right, here we go. Flake drops out. Senator Flake, who's a representative in Arizona, will not run for re-election. This comes on the heels of the back and forth that he had with Trump on Twitter. Trump refuses to endorse him, and he says there may not be a place for a Republican like me in the current Republican climate or the current Republican Party. He said, continuing to run would mean condoning behavior that I cannot condone, and he's referring to the immigration policies and other policies that Trump is pushing for. So that's why he is refusing to run. One of the challenges to the seat is Kelly Ward, who lost to McCain in the last election, but has been gaining steam. However, yeah.
I hate to interrupt you and everything, but my heart just broke.
BBC News. Oh, no! For those of you that remember him, Fats Domino, just breaking in. Fats Domino, one of the most influential rock and roll performers in the 1950s and 60s, has died at the age of 89. So, we have another loss to our entertainment industry.
But I wanted to find my thrill on Blueberry Hill.
I know, right?
I'm going to have to play that.
Morning, Hunley. The problem is Ward will be running against Representative Christian Sinema, a moderate and a Democrat who is well known. And from the AP, but Chuck Coughlin, another longtime Republican campaign consultant who did polling, showed that Flake is in bad trouble. Isn't so sure. He said a candidate who can draw support from the pillars of the Republican political establishment in Arizona, Flake, Senator John McCain, Governor John Ducey, and former Governor Jan Brewer would be the one to take on Ward in a primary, so they've got some tough competition. Yep, we got the same app, Callie. We got the same app.
The EPA and the BBC app?
Yeah, the BBC and the news app.
I get United Press International, Associated Press, and I get BBC.
Okay.
Those are my news apps that I run on my little mobile, so that I might. Somehow
the video's not okay. The video's not playing for some reason. I know I loaded it. Anyway.
No, anyway.
At 12:04 a.m. Central Standard Time, 9/11 calls were received at a shooting at Grambling University in Louisiana. A student and his friend were fatally shot. It's a historically black college, and the reports state that it stems from an incident that started in a dorm room and spilled out into the courtyard. Grambling State Media Relations Director Will Sutton told news outlets that one of the victims was a Grambling senior, Earl Andrews, and the other was Monquarius Caldwell. Both were 23 and from Far Mill, Louisiana. It happened during homecoming. No suspects have been named. So we've got that one there. I know, BBC. And I had a video, but it's not playing for some strange reason. All right, so we're going to our next one. U.S. suspects Niger villager for incident. Believes the villager may be the leak that led to the ambush. The Army Green Berets had stopped in the Nigerian village for rest, food, and water. They were working in conjunction with 30 Niger forces. They finished a reconnaissance mission the night prior. Callie, I can't think of the BBC without thinking of Big Black Cock. I know, Liz ruined it for everybody. Morning, Jason Todd. How are you? They were ambushed by 50 enemy fighters who were heavily armed. They killed 4 Niger fighters, wounded 2 Americans, and several Nigerian troops. Not much is coming out about the attack, and the person who is giving us the information did not have the authority to give details and chose to remain anonymous. It is said that the joint force was hunting for an Al-Qaeda senior member in the Islamic Maghreb. So we've got that story to follow. And here's the one that might give everybody cause for pause. Morning Futter.
It's Futter night.
Trump administration is shying away from a congressionally mandated review of dangerous chemicals that are for public use. Among these include asbestos and flame retardants, as well as other unnamed chemicals. The review intended to be a first step in new regulations. The health industry disagrees. Ignoring the products already in use undermines the goal. Asbestos has been linked to mesothelioma, linked to more than 45,000 deaths between 1999 and 2015, according to the CDC. Few hundred tons are imported annually of the stuff. 8.9 million tons entered the marketplace between 1970 and 2016. I need a second cam. When we get a second cam, you will probably see me again.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing, and this is for anybody that doesn't know. Asbestos is the prime material in making brakes.
Yeah.
And of course, it's bad for you and everything. If fire won't destroy it, there's a problem. If you can't set it on fire to make it, to do away with it and everything, to me, that just screams, leave me alone.
Yeah. The EPA will focus only on toxins still being manufactured and entering commerce. It will not consider if new handling rules are needed for existing and previously existing materials. Quote, it doesn't matter whether the dangerous substance is no longer being manufactured. If people are still being exposed, then there is still a risk. Senator Tom Udall, a Democrat from New Mexico, told the Associated Press. Ignoring these circumstances would openly violate the letter and underlying purpose of the law.
No, it will not. Because the safe handling practices and everything were put into place in the late 70s when they discovered there was an issue and everything. They've been the same ever since. There is no other way to dispose of this stuff. You have to have a respirator, a full-blown hazmat suit with, fully enclosed in case with your own air supply most of the time to remove it.
And here's a picture of the suits.
And, yeah, precisely.
Morning, Lord of Cancer.
And, this is the way you have to treat this stuff. The handling practices aren't going to change. Why are you going to try and add? All you're doing is padding a bill for somebody. We don't need to pad the bill.
Jason Braziel, in brakes, like brake pads, we're breathing it all the time. We're outside then.
Yeah. Brakes is in brake pads. A lot of people that work in the automotive industry and everything, especially doing brake jobs and things like that and everything, have serious lung issues. Now, the newer composites, now the asbestos brakes are still can be bought because they're manufactured outside of the U.S. and then brought in. However, there are the new composite shoes and everything. They don't have the longevity as the asbestos brakes, but they have better stopping power than the old asbestos brake system. And it was a flame retardant material and everything was used in heating and air conditioning. Trust me, I had to go through the schooling to learn, how to safely remove asbestos tape from the older systems and things like that, which required you to put a respirator on to go in and remove it. And to me, when you start changing the regulations and how you handle it and everything, to me that just sounds like you're trying to pad somebody's pocket and make somebody rich.
I completely agree.
That's a personal opinion.
Yeah.
But, that's, Ronan's rant on the subject.
Yeah. Trana May asks, I wonder what my van brakes are. And Fuckwad, our mechanic in the chat, says most likely composite brake pads. Wikipedia snippet. There is a certain amount of background asbestos that occurs naturally in the environment. Also, somewhere else, I believe, if I scroll up. Yeah, Wikipedia also said, old asbestos mines are good to find because they are worth money as potential asbestos dumps.
Yeah.
So
it's one of those materials that if it weren't so harmful, if the dust from it wasn't so harmful to people and everything, it made a great fire retardant.
Oh, yeah.
Because it takes a lot of heat to get through that.
Yep. Futter says asbestos is still allowed in brake pads and manufactured in the USA and Canada. Most Class 8 trucks use them.
Yeah.
So we do have that going on.
That's because of the way they disperse heat.
Yep.
And a Class 8 vehicle, like the one that I drive, is been known to, if you ride the brakes too long and everything, to set the entire wheel on fire.
Ouch.
Yeah. The reason why we're required to carry a fire extinguisher in the cab.
I kind of...
For brake fires.
was wondering about that. Okay, let's see if I can find this. Let me see, and...
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
Alright, it is that time in the show. As soon as I can figure out where my prompt is. Yep, still working through this. I'm glad you guys are here to bear with me because I had this, but I don't know exactly where it is anymore.
See, there you go.
I know.
Y'all have to
Ever
forgive her.
bloopers.
Y'all just have to forgive her a little bit and everything. She's been a little distracted.
Here we go.
And everything. Somebody backed into me while I was picking up food.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. Okay, all right. First on our recommended view list is our own A Hair Duelist with a titled video of Red Pill Black versus Mr. Dapperton and Tree of Logic. He gives his 2 cents on the whole issue. It's a very interesting video because he's like me. He is not afraid to call out both sides of the fence if he thinks, either one is being completely unreasonable. So there's our first one. Our second one is Jeff Holiday, Why I Don't Trust Red Pill Black, otherwise known as Candace Owens. He does go through everything. He does mention the website. However, I tried to check the website this morning. The website has been taken down. It's being held and taken down by GoDaddy. So we will keep an eye on that and see what happens to that website. Third one on the list is our own Miss Misa. They responded in regards to why do the cult of SJWs hate anti-SJWs more than anyone. This was a super collaboration with Sinatra, Irate Bear, and others, and she goes into the fact that people did not address her question, and when it was addressed, it was a flat-out challenge to an interview which had nothing to do with answering her question. So there's Miss Misa. And then Red Robot did a collaboration with Omegon entitled Conflation of Ideologies. And it's a video about a vegan trying to equate the oppression of women to the oppression of female animals and animals in general. Because, the whole vegan thing and lack of B12, I think, is really screwing up.
Feminist?
A furry feminist? No, he was... it was a vegan. He was definitely...
He's a closet furry.
He's a closet furry. I think some furries would take issue with that.
Well, then, every once in a while they have to police their own.
Yeah.
They even know that there's not just agreeable ones. There's some that are really out there on the fence.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. I'd have to agree with you on that one. Okay, so here we go. And just before you think we're done...
But wait! There's more!
Definitely more. And our more is our fun thing this morning. Alright, let's see here. And our fun thing is 50 plus epic design fails you'll find hard to believe actually happened. There's always more. Yep. Proofreading this book couldn't have been that hard. 5 bananas. 5. I think there's 6 bananas in that book. Somebody
there
really...
might be 6 bananas.
Minty, no.
Of course it's a banana. No one ever expects a banana.
Shut up, Futter. It's a 10 by 10 room. There's only so much crap. And that's about as clean as the room is getting at present. So knock it off. Pretty sure he's using it wrong. Good morning, Straight Sith Male. How are ya? Yeah, he is. He's got the magazine on the pad that he's supposed to be lying on. What an idiot. Morning Numbskull. Bush education right there. Scrolling down. Probably it's more convenient. Ice cream. Nestle. Oh, wow. You want to use the handle on that ice cream? Oh, my God. What way was the McDonald's again? Is that on a spinning thing? Oh my God, I think that's on a spinning thing.
Yes, it's turning.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to go to McDonald's.
Yeah, just follow the poll. You'll find it sooner or later. My company wanted to make our fountain pink for breast cancer awareness. Didn't quite get it right. Oh my God. A river of blood. These wipes. Oh, Jesus. Ah! Oh my God, I caught that. Oh my God, I caught that. That's funny. Ah! Oh my God, that's funny. My workplace installed the automatic towel dispenser over the automatic sink. You had one job, people. Unfortunate dog placement. Yeah, most definitely unfortunate dog placement.
Oh.
Pulling tissues from this box feels uncomfortable.
Well.
Yeah.
It's something you don't see every
Exactly.
Well, maybe you do see it every
All or nothing tap. Somebody's got to fix that plumbing.
Oh my God.
Somebody has definitely got to fix that plumbing. It's a trap!
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God, that's funny. This Habitat for Humanity van. Your practice your kills. You got to be real careful as to how the sliding door works on your van, because sometimes you can give off the wrong message. Apparently.
This is my van.
Morning, Gerbil.
Right message.
All right, here we go. Inflatable pirate castle. That's just disturbing. That's just fucking disturbing. Why you gonna do that? That's just so wrong.
I've been born. I am reborn a pirate.
This clock store. Uh-huh. I don't know who designed that clock, that sign, but holy shit.
It's a cock store.
It's a cock store. Oh my God.
Store.
Professor, I can't get these audio files in our textbook to play.
Really?
Somebody doesn't know how to internet. Oh my God.
I'm just gonna leave that there.
Checked into our Airbnb and found these tiles. Sample text here. I need a new cock. Getting mixed signals here. That would confuse a platinum blonde, I think, or a bleach blonde, or maybe some of the feminists nowadays, because they do dye their hair.
You can't smoke.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Then why'd you give this nickel to me? This nickel could have saved a child's life. Yep. Amazing design. Mad Woman's Peter Griffin laugh. Thanks a lot. And as your child gets older, simply adjust the head restraint. Oh my God. Cinderella is a giraffe confirmed. Alright, ice lollies have changed since I was a kid. Oh God. And finally, so sad about not having any diabetic friends, man. Do you or someone you care for have diabetes? Morning, Foxy! Oh my goodness. That's just... Oh man. That's just too funny. Alright, here we go. And that's the fun for the day. Now we are going to go into the announcements. And live stream announcements. Kumite, as usual, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Tonkasaw channel. Ghost Poo Podcast. I didn't name it. They did. That's Irate Bear, Sinatra Says, and Drunken Uncle. And it's on Drunken Uncle's channel. Tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 p.m. GMT. Lords of the Night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Ranting Monkey's channel this time. And our own Chagrin Ann Barrett has White Trash Wednesday starting at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So those are your live stream events happening. I'm going to put this in the live chat.
Are we having cancer stream tonight?
I don't know if we are or not. I would have to ask her. Being a professional truck driver has its demands, but when you're an owner-operator like Deacon, you're also responsible for fuel and any repairs when your truck needs them. And that's the rough spot where our loved Magnus is in right now. He had to make repairs to the tune of $12,000 on his rig, leaving him in the hole financially. He can get a loan, but he is $3,000 short of reaching the point where he can get one. His truck is also his home where he eats, sleeps, and streams with Wren, Red Robot, and others. Remember, it's truckers that deliver to your grocery, electronic, and mega stores. They make sure we have what we need every day. So it's time we give back to them by helping one who needs a hand up.
That's right.
And please feel free to
if
copy
you
and
bought it or own it, it got there in a truck.
Exactly. So if you can copy that PayPal link and spread it out there. We need to help our Magnus as much as possible. I need a Discord invite. Okay, let me see if I can fix that oversight here. Watch me copy and put it in the live chat only for Nightbot to beat me to it. Alright, there's the Discord invite in the live chat. Remember, there is a screening room. Just post in there, hi, hello, and I will promote you so you can actually pop into voice chat and interact with everybody there. So, that is everybody for today. Let me see here. We've got... Oh, that's fun.
The Columbia Broadcasting System and its affiliated stations present Orson Welles and the Mercury Theater on the Air in a radio play by Howard Koch, suggested by the H.G. Wells novel, The War of the Worlds.
Alright, if you wish to recommend any videos, they need to be up to 7 days young. If you do have any scheduled live streams, please DM me either on Twitter with the channel, days, and times that you air them, or you can DM me on Discord. I am in Discord, and I will shout them out next time I have my show. Reading Wren. Late Night with Wren and Igor is tonight. We're reading homemade fan fiction. Oh, that ought to be fun. Get to see you cringe. The news was earlier on. Foxy, I usually play that one first. We are getting ready to end the show. I try and keep it at around a half an hour. I did okay today, I think. So until next time, my friends, may your coffee ever flow, may your caffeine be ever strong, and may you have a totally wacky and wonderful Wednesday.